Peace. What's the word, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tap in before we start building on the subject matter for the day. Very important subject matter, man. Y'all see the title of this video, man. Got to discuss my man's Cam Newton. Hopefully, y'all having a powerful Saturday, man. Weekend off to a positive, powerful note. Hopefully, y'all accomplished all the goals you had set for the week. So give everybody a chance to tap in with the kid before we start building, man. How we living? How y'all feeling out here? What's the word? Talk to me before I start talking. Y'all know how I go, man. Hopefully everything is peaceful with everybody. Justin, peace. What's the word? Montel, peace. What's going on? Terenzo, peace, my brother. Nick, peace. What's the word? CJ, peace. What's happening? And for sure, Justin, that's what happened with Cam, man. He done messed around. He done got the jab, man. He trying to get back. Trying to get his job back, man. He trying to get back into the league. He messed around and got the jab, man. He can change his whole stand on this whole situation, man. And we know why he did that, because, again, he's trying to get back to the NFL. He's trying to get back on the team. So that's what did happen with Cam, man. Again, man, these black men, man, not standing for anything, man. Just easily conforming to this system. I don't like to see that. Ashley Wilson, peace. What's happening, Queen? Montel, everything is good my way. CJ, man, like I said, man, what cost? It ain't even that serious for me, man. Like the thing of it is, I pointed this out like 2 streams ago. Why is it essential for all these black players to get jabbed up, man? Cole Beasley, again, the white NFL player, Cole Beasley does not have the jab, didn't get the jab, and he speaks out against it every chance that he get, yet he is still on a team. Now, he's not doing anything, but he's still on a team. He's literally still on the team. Cole Beasley is still on the team. White wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills is still on the team. He didn't get the jab, and he's not going to get the jab. But when it comes to us, when we say we not getting it, and when we give them the reasoning as to why we not getting it, now all of a sudden we ain't able to sign with teams, we losing our jobs, this, that, and the third. But this white football player can speak out against it, and it's all good. He can remain with a job. He can remain with a job, plus he's trash. So he's not even doing anything right now. His role got reduced, all that good stuff. They not going to cut him, though. He's still getting paid, even though he don't want to get the jab. But then somebody like Cam Newton, they got to get the jab. Now, it's only a matter of time before you end up with a team. It's only a matter of time before you end up with the team, man. Only a matter of time. Zaid, peace. What's the word, man? Everything's peaceful my way, man. Maurice, peace. Zaid, for sure, man. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling, man. Stand on your square, man. Is it really that serious? Is it really that serious? You done made them spook you into getting this jab and change your whole stance on it, man. They done sat down and had a meeting with the man. They done sat down and said something to good old Cam, man. You already know they sent the people on Cam, man. They had a conversation with Cam. That's what led to this. They had a conversation with him. Best believe they had that conversation with Cam, man. He too big of a name. See, when it comes to these black people, we too big of a like they too big of a name. Kyrie, Cam Newton, these are superstars. So they really trying to put them that pressure on them to get the jab. It's too many people watching the Cam Newton. It's too many people watching the Cam Newton. So they applied that pressure to Cam. They say, look, Cam, you better get this jab, man. You better stop speaking out against this, man, because if you continue to do that, this is what's gonna happen. So they sent them threats that way, man. They sending the threats that way, man. That's the only reason I can see somebody like Cam getting that joint, man. Prodigal son, peace. What's happening? What's the word? Clocks in. You already know. They put that pressure on him. Cam Newton is too big of a name for him to be talking about what he was talking about and not getting the jab and things along those lines, man. Too big of a name. Kyrie Irving, too big of a name. That's why somebody like this Cole Beasley dude is able to not get the jab but still remain on the team. Ain't nobody paying him no mind. He's not a superstar. He's not a big name. And he's not black. He's not black at all. Zaid, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, again, got to have backbone. Cam Newton. See, this is why I'm mad about it. This is why I'm not a fan of what Cam Newton did. This is why I'm not a fan of it. And y'all know where I'm going with it. This was the time for Cam Newton to stand behind Kyrie. This would have been a perfect time for athletes to come together. Two big athletes, Kyrie and Cam, they could have stood side by side and they could have banged on the beach in regards to this particular situation right here. Cam Newton wants to go against the grain. See, that's how I say they paid him off and they had the conversation. They approached Cam like, look, man, we got Kyrie on the NBA end, and this dude talking about why he not getting the jab. We need somebody that's big, that's a big name on this end to advocate for it, to get it. That's what happened. That's what happened. They had to neutralize Kyrie. They had to neutralize that energy. And they neutralized that energy by using Cam. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. They neutralized that Kyrie energy with Cam. So now all of a sudden Cam Newton is out here jabbed up and he changing his stance on it. Man, if y'all don't see the game right there, man, y'all don't see how they played that. It's perfect. It's perfect. This would have been the perfect time for Cam to be like, I back Kyrie. I support Kyrie. You got two superstars from two different sports standing side by side telling you why they not getting the jab. Man, that was dangerous. They didn't want that happening. So they had to put them against one another. Cam going to get the jab while Kyrie over here talking about I'm not getting it. This would have been a perfect time for Cam to be like, man, I support my brother. Thunder Scorpion. He definitely did. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Like, again, man, people just no backbone. No backbone, man. If your original stance was I'm not getting it, like this the thing. If you want to get the jab and whatever reason you have for getting it, cool. Just cool. Get the jab, mind your business. And if it does damage to you, I'm sorry for what happens to you. If it doesn't, cool. But if your original stance was I'm not going to get it, and you had solid reasoning as to why you were not going to get it, when you change your mind due to pressure, I don't respect that because it shows you have no backbone. It shows you have no backbone. If your original stance was I'm not getting it, and you end up getting it, and the reason don't have anything to do with like research, it has everything to do with pressure and the fear that they instilled in you, I can't respect it. I can't respect it. I can't respect that at all. I can't respect it at all. And I feel like that's what's happening. The people that originally coming out saying, I'm not getting it, I never get it, I won't get it, this, that, and the third, when they turn around, next thing you know, they got it. 9 times out of 10, they are getting it out of sheer pressure. That's it. Pressure and fear. Literally it. They not doing a bunch of research and then all of a sudden they saying, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get it now out of research. No, people are getting this joint out of fear. Out of fear and pressure. That's it. That's it. Clocks in. Oh yeah, people coming at Kyrie. They coming at Kyrie head, man. They coming at Kyrie head. They are coming at because they don't stand for anything. They can't fathom somebody turning down money because they got principles. They can't fathom that because again, everybody has a price. So it ain't nothing for these other people to sell folks out. That's why you can't trust people out here. They can't fathom somebody turning down money because they have principles. The dude done already made millions doing what he loved. You know what I'm saying? He done already made plenty of millions playing basketball. So him turning down his 60 ain't nothing, man, because he done already made enough. So he got principles at this particular point. But they want to talk bad about the brother, man. They bashing the brother. Everywhere you look, they bashing Kyrie, man. That's why every chance I get, I'm going to show support for him because I know the criticism that he is getting and I know the toll that it can take on the mind and the body. Terenzo for sure. Shoot, my body's still suffering from the sports that I played from middle school to college, man. So I already know. Prodigal son, appreciate that, man. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate you. Dominic, peace. What's happening? What's the word? Clocks in, man. I listen. Me being in, I was getting blackballed in high school. I was standing for something in high school, and they blackballed me in high school. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no way I would have made it that far. I was getting blackballed in high school. I was getting blackballed in high school. I was fighting against the joint in high school, and I wasn't bucking. Listen, so I already know when people like to say things like, "Oh, you don't know how you would be if you was in a league." It's easy to say that when you're not in that position. No, I was like that in high school, so I know good and well if I made it to that type of level, I was gonna keep that same energy. I was gonna keep the same energy. So there's a reason why There's a reason why I'm not on certain platforms. There's a reason. It's a reason why I'm not on a lot of these platforms, man, because again, just the way that I listen, the things that I'm gonna say, I have a certain energy, man. I'm not gonna bite my tongue when I get on certain platforms, man. It's a certain reason why people probably are afraid to have me as a guest or something on a podcast or on a because I'm gonna say, listen, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak what I speak, man. I'm not gonna hold back. So it's a reason why you don't see me interacting with a lot of other people, man, in regards to the content creators and things like that, because a lot of people, listen, they are in fear of their channel getting banned, getting a strike, so they don't want to invite somebody like me on that joint that's gonna say what needs to be said. We ain't holding back. It is what it is. Prodigal son, yeah, for sure, bully, for sure. They definitely had that conversation because, like I said, they had to neutralize Kyrie Irving. They had to neutralize Kyrie. Had to neutralize it. CJ, yeah, it's a big chance. It's a big chance that nothing will happen to him. So again, the people that's getting it, I don't wish any harm on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anything to happen to the people that got the jab, man. But I just know based off of studying the impact and the long-term side effects that come with getting jabs, getting jabbed up. Like I know that it's not good for the most part. But I don't wish any harm on anybody that got it. I just know based off of studying what happens to people when they get it and all the things that it's linked to. It's just like a person that's eating trash. You know what I'm saying? When I see somebody that's eating McDonald's or eating a white, I don't want anything bad to happen to you. But my research has led me to the conclusion that if you continue to eat that way, then this is what may happen to you in the long run. You know, so hey, I hope he continues to take care of his body so he can cleanse himself of the poison that he just got jabbed up with. My whole thing is it's the principle of the situation. You were saying that you're not gonna get it. You was giving your reasoning, and I just feel like this is a perfect time for another athlete to just stand in support of Kyrie, and instead he chooses the alternative route or the opposing route and goes against that grain. So this would have been a perfect time for that black unity to kick in amongst athletes. Cam could have been like, "Hey, I'm with Kyrie. I'm with Kyrie. I support Kyrie." So I'm all about the principle. I'm all about the principle of the situation, man. I feel like this was bad timing for Cam to make that move, just due to the fact of all of the criticism that Kyrie Irving is receiving. I feel like it's a bad time for Cam to say, "All right, I'm finna go get the jab." So this just about to make Kyrie look that much worse. That much worse. Like that's what I'm frustrated about. It's like, come on, Cam, this is bad timing, yo. It's bad timing. This is not the time for you to be doing that. Yeah, DeAndrea. Yeah, he folded. To me, that you know what I'm saying, that's folded. He folded. You stood for something and you turn around, you listen, you backtrack, you went against what it was that you said initially. Like your word is your bond, man. Like I said I'm not getting it. I am not getting it. Point blank, period. I'm not getting it. Terenzo for sure. For sure. Definitely my own favorite celebrity. For sure. 100% on that. I'm my favorite athlete. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Justin, I didn't tap into that, but I heard about it. I didn't tap into it, but it's a lot of things going on. Like I mentioned a tennis player that said he had to stop his sport for the time being because he had a bad reaction to the jab. Man, this is happening to a lot of people, but they're gonna keep a lot of that stuff under the radar. So it's gonna be crazy when you start seeing a lot of players mysteriously missing games and things like that, undisclosed reasons. Are they gonna say something along the lines of they sick, something like that, man, something like that, and it's gonna have something to do with the side effects of getting jabbed up, but they not gonna disclose that to the public. So we already know how they gonna cover a lot of this stuff up, man. They gonna cover a lot of this up. Dominique, for sure, man. We always working, but they gonna cover a lot of this stuff up, man. They gonna cover a lot of it up. They are covering a lot of it up. Dominique, for sure, man. I supply you with the link to the hoodie, man. You already know it's hoodie season. Nick, yeah, exactly. You say that now, but you know what I'm saying? That's what people be hitting me with. Like, nah, I say that now and I mean that, man, because your word is supposed to be your bond. So if you say it now, you're supposed to mean it later. You know what I'm saying? So I hate when people say that, man. You say that now, but nah, I say that now and I'm gonna say it then too. I'm gonna always say it. I'm standing on that square. I'm not getting it. There's no reason for me to get it. I'm never going to conform to that. Never. Never. I never received a flu jab. Why I'm finna get this one? I ain't never had the flu. Never. Not once. Even when I was eating like a savage, I ain't never had it. I ain't never had that joint. So I'm not gonna get this one either, man, because again, I'm taking care of my body. Alive, I game. He will not be the last to fold. Exactly. He will not be. That's why I said this is a perfect time for that unity to be displayed. So again, it's a lot of pressure on Kyrie, man. It's a lot of pressure on him. So I hope he don't fold. I hope he don't fold. I hope he don't fold. Original one. Let's get it. Hey, we gotta live. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. It wasn't meant for you then. It wasn't meant for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we gotta look at it. I left before things got real because I already saw it coming, man. I was like, all right, I'm in this industry right now when this stuff is popping off. I'm pretty sure this industry eventually gonna try to have me get it. So let me go ahead and do my own thing, man, so I can control my life here. Because I'm not about to get it, and I'm gonna have to be going from job to job, and I ain't got time for that. So I kind of saw it coming. Goldie, peace. What's happening with you, my brother? Yeah, Justin, I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna tap into that. Prodigal, for sure. That activated charcoal is definitely a joint, man. And then spirulina, chlorella, those are also good, man, for cleansing the system. For cleansing that system in regards to the poisons that they inject in you. Percy, my brother, peace. What's that? Appreciate the donation. So I'm just chiming in to look at it from a different point of view. These players are living the millionaire lifestyle. I think he can't afford money to not work more. Oh yeah, Percy, and again they can afford that, which is part of my point. So people talking about that he rejecting the $60 million. I'm like, dude is already pretty much good. So that's really that really ain't even the point. You know what I'm saying? Like when people say, he rejecting 60 million, like dude done already pretty much made his money. So he's not really worried about the money. He's more so concerned about the principle. And that's the part that I'm looking at. He concerned about the principle of the situation, man. I don't feel like people should be losing their jobs. Like Kyrie is pretty much sacrificing himself because he's looking at the bigger picture. People are losing their jobs over not getting it. And that's what Kyrie was talking about. So he standing up for those people. So he the voice of the voiceless, so to speak, because there are people, the everyday average person that doesn't want to get the jab, that's losing their job. This is what Kyrie is sacrificing himself for. He's showing and proving that on a larger scale. See, we out here losing money, we out here losing our jobs. Yeah, I didn't make my million, so it's not impacting me that much, but it's impacting the everyday average Joe. And that's part of what he actually said, which is the reason why he don't want to get the jab, because he don't feel like something like this should be impacting our jobs. Now, of course, he's good. He's well off financially, but the everyday average Joe probably is not. And that's actually what Kyrie said. He said that's the reason why he's not getting the jab. He said he's not even anti-jab. He just doesn't feel like people should be losing their jobs due to these decisions. And I agree with him on that. I agree with him 100% on that. Dominique, you know I got you, man. You already know. DeAndre, appreciate the donation, Queen. You say the crazy thing is Kyrie didn't harm or threaten anyone. He just simply said no. And Stephen A. Smith's going hard in the white. I was saving that Stephen A. Smith video because I really want to go off on that dude. Stephen A. Smith, listen. You can't call people certain things on these platforms because they ban you, because they got the keywords tapped in. But y'all know every word. Y'all know the word that I want to refer to him as. But Stephen A. Smith is a big time Sambo, man. I cannot stand people like Stephen A. Smith. Can't stand them. People like Stephen A. Smith, man, they are the ones that when this thing pops off, you know what I'm saying? When things get real, Like, I don't want Stephen A on my side. I don't want him on my side. I don't want him on my team. And I cannot stand a person like Stephen A. Smith. Can't stand a person like Stephen A. Smith, man. He do what Master say do. Master get him the script. He abides by the script. He reads the script. Can't stand Stephen A. Smith, man. I cannot stand that dude. Can't stand him at all. Can't stand him at all. I ain't letting him in the door. Like when we saving our people, Stephen A., you got to be on the outside. You ain't coming in. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you at all. You can't trust a person like Stephen A. Smith, man. Again, y'all know the house Negro, field Negro. Stephen A. Smith definitely would have been inside of the house. Definitely would have been inside of the house, man. Stephen A. Smith is a cornball, man. I don't even care for him, man. I just take the fact the dude is a black man, and I gotta criticize him like that, but he deserves the criticism, man. Dude is trash, man. Dude is trash. I don't think I seen dude go off when like I said, man, it's just a lot of situations where dude has not went off like this, man. A lot of situations where dude has not went off like this. It's a lot of things that can happen amongst these athletes, and I ain't seen them go off like this. But he wants to go off on dude for simply saying, no, this is my point of view. This is why I'm not getting it. People act like Kyrie Irving is trying to convince the whole world not to get it. Like he ain't even saying much, man. He not even saying much. And the crazy thing is, he finally responded. Like Kyrie finally got on live and did an IG live, and now people are talking crazy. I'm like, man, this dude was taking all this verbal abuse, and then he finally responds, and now y'all act like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. He finally responds to all the verbal abuse, and now they act like Kyrie out here trying to brainwash people. Man, Kyrie been trying to mind his business. He trying to mind his business, man. He trying to mind his business. He like, man, I don't want to get it. Leave me alone. But then y'all gonna keep talking about me. Now I must defend myself. Then when I defend myself, now it turns into me brainwashed. So Kyrie Irving, it's a lose-lose situation. Oh, Zaire, for sure. For sure, man. We gotta, hey, listen. Cam, you gotta talk to us, my brother. You gotta let us know what it's gonna be bad, man. If Cam ends up on a team within these next few weeks, it's about to look terrible, man. That's about to be an obvious sellout situation. Obvious deal was made. Man. Obvious. It will be obvious that a deal was made if Cam ends up on a team within like the next week or two. They already said he's in communication with several teams. So just look at this. Okay, all right, I get jabbed up. Now all of a sudden I'm about to end up on a team. Now all of a sudden I got communications with these teams now. And then they wanted to say the reason why. And then I watched the interview with his pops, and he was just like, the jab ain't got like me not getting a jab. It ain't got anything to do with me losing my job in New England, this, that, and the third. When if you look up like that New England, the dude that's playing in his position right now in New England, the little white rookie ain't even that good. Ain't even that good. You know what I'm saying? So it had everything to do with that, Cam. But Cam was trying to be politically correct. Cam was trying to be politically correct. Go ahead and say that you not getting the jab has something to do with it, because it did. Don't say it didn't have anything to do with it. That's a lie. Come on, brother. You know that that's a lie. You know that that's a lie, my brother, because now you about to get the jab. Now all of a sudden teams back interested in you. Come on now. People were saying you was washed up. People were saying you done. Now you get the jab, they back interested. Come on, man. Make that make sense. They back in communication with you. Come on now. But you think that it didn't have anything to do with you not getting a jab. Come on, my brother. You smarter than that. You smarter than that. Oh, prodigal son, for sure. See, prodigal son, to that statement. See, people got to understand when somebody said, like when they say that they got the jab and then they stop catching the flu. First of all, we still got a lot of life to live. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, again, they say correlation doesn't equal causation. Things like that. So just because they got the jab and they haven't got the flu yet doesn't necessarily mean that the jab is the reason why they haven't caught the flu. So again, it's like correlation doesn't equal, but causation doesn't equal. No, correlation doesn't equal causation. That's it. That's it. Correlation doesn't equal causation all the time. So simply because they got the jab and they haven't gotten the flu, like that doesn't necessarily mean that it's correlated at all. It's definitely nothing to trust, man. And again, it's like pain medicine. It's like pain medicine. when you have a pain and you take that pain pill, that pain pill is going to do as advertised. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the pain pill is healthy for you. So the pain pill, you got a headache and you take that aspirin or whatever it is that you're taking for that headache is going to leave. That headache is going to be gone. But that doesn't necessarily mean that medication that you have taken is good for you and is healthy. That's not what that means, man. It's suppressing that joint. It's suppressing that pain. So the next time you get a headache, it's going to be that much more violent, that much more vicious. So people got to understand that when it comes to this jab, man, you may get the jab and nothing may happen to you. You may even feel like you done got healthier because of it. And again, it's placebo too. People got to understand placebo. Like people got to understand the role the mind plays in this as well. I got a book about reversing heart disease, and they didn't perform the open heart surgery. They put people to sleep. And then when they woke them up, they told them that the surgery was a success, and just simply them telling them was enough for them to reverse their symptoms. So you got to understand placebo is in effect too. So if people believe that this jab will make them healthy, then they may manifest that simply off of a belief. Doesn't mean that the jab is the reason. It's their belief in this jab. See, people got to understand that too. Placebo is in play here. People got to understand that. If they just took that mental power and applied it to something that wasn't the jab, then the world would be a better place. If you realize that all of those healing properties existed within yourself and you just believed in yourself as much as you believed in a jab, then we wouldn't need that joint. We wouldn't need any of this medication, man, if you believed in the healing properties that's within yourself. So people don't even understand placebo when it comes to a lot of this medication, a lot of these things, man. Your belief in something, like if that belief is strong enough, you may definitely manifest what it is that you believe. So if you believe you getting this jab is going to make you extra healthy, it might happen simply because you believe in it strong enough. But my thing is, you don't need that jab. You just need that belief in yourself, that knowledge, that trust in yourself. So it's a lot of different factors. It's a lot of different things that factor in. Hence why when it comes to when people ask me what do they need to do to boost the immune system or to stay healthy during times like this, man, I always give them a long list of things to do because it's a whole entire lifestyle approach. There is no one magic bullet. There is no one herb that you can take that'll keep you safe. You got to take several herbs, and you also got to eat good on top, eat clean on top of that. And you got to exercise on top of that. And you got to meditate on top of that. You got to do all of these things. And you got to get proper rest on top of that. You got to do all of these things. So there is no magic formula, no magic bullet, no magic herb, no magic jab. Like, nah, that doesn't exist. So it's always several factors. Always. DJ Elmo, peace. What's happening? Oh, Nick, for sure, man. Like I said, Stephen A. Smith, like we talk about cancel cultures and whatnot, man. That's definitely somebody that needs to be canceled right there, man. That's definitely somebody that needs to be canceled, man. We can't be rocking with those type of dudes in the community, man. I can't be rocking with a Stephen A. Smith. Can't be rocking with a person like that, man. Where's Willie D when you need him? Y'all know the song that Willie D came out with, man. Willie D needs to do another one of them joints, and it needs to be directed at Stephen A. Smith, man, because that type of person he don't serve a purpose for our community, man. Q the Saint, peace. What's happening? King Pluto, peace. What's the word? Oh, Prodigal for sure, man. He definitely would have been snitching and all type of other stuff, man. Like I said, I can't I can't stand that dude, man. Can't stand him. If he on the screen, I'm turning. I don't want to listen to anything he got to say. C, peace. What's the word? DJ Elmo for sure. Like I said, and I pointed out Cole Beasley, the white football player who is definitely anti-jab and has made it known and is still on a team, still receiving paychecks, and he's not even doing anything this season. But it's all good though. All good. White dude come out here, speak out against it, still get paid and all this good stuff. Kyrie speaks out against it, and now he finna lose money and all this type of stuff. It's tragic now. Andrew, peace. What's happening? Nick, Dominique, for sure. And people, It's crazy, man. People just attacking Kyrie, man. People are he's a flat earther. Like that disqualifies that disqualifies him from making any type of sense. See, I done had people say that. I have seen that. And that's what people are saying. That's how people are bashing Kyrie. They're trying to discredit him by saying, oh, he's a flat earther. That's all I need to know about. I say, okay, simply because you disagree with one of his perspectives on life, that discredits him from everything else that he's saying. Like, no, I don't agree with the flat earth and whatnot. But man, still, I'm not about to discredit everything that he's saying. But that's what people have been saying. Oh, he's a flat earther. That discredits everything that he's saying. That's all I need to know. So they're not about to trust anything that's coming out his mouth simply because they disagree with one thing he may have said. That's childish. That's childish. If that's the case, you can't agree with anybody, because I'm pretty sure there's nobody on the planet that we agree with 100% of the time. So you might as well not agree with anybody. You might as well not agree with anybody if that's how you about to roll. If they got one perspective and you don't agree with that one perspective and that discredits them from everything else that they saying, you might as well not agree with anybody. You might as well not agree with anybody, because I can go whoever you're studying, whoever you're reading about, whatever you subscribing to, I guarantee you I can find whoever has written that law that you following right now. I guarantee you if I analyze them, they're going to have aspects where you don't agree with. They're going to have opinions that you don't agree with. They're going to have perspectives that you don't agree with, that you don't see it that way. Guaranteed. Oh, Justin Green, Stephon Marbury went back at him though. For sure, go. We on the Mayweather big time. Defense mode. DeAndre, exactly. Just to come off the bench, just to be a backup. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It ain't even that serious. If I'm at this point, I'm just about to enjoy my money, man. I done made my money, man. At this point, I'm just about to enjoy that money. It wasn't meant for me. I'm about to make this money work for me. I'm about to try to start my own something. Like at this point, man, I done made hundreds of millions, and I'm 30, 31. Like Cam Newton, they my age, man. They around my age. You know what I mean? So I'm like, y'all have done well for yourselves up to this point. Now it's time for us to come together and start our own thing, man. I'm not even gonna fight with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna fight with the league. Hey, go ahead, retire, and boom, do my own thing, man. Do my own. I'm Cam Newton. I'm Kyrie Irving. My name in and of itself is gonna attract attention. So it's plenty of things that I can do without being attached to these leagues, without being attached to these organizations. So I ain't even gonna fight them. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Black Palladium, peace. What's happening? Infinite divinity, man. In moderation is cool. I don't, you know what I'm saying, don't OD on it, but in moderation is cool. And Nick, you say my problem is the conversation goes there when someone says, hey, maybe changing your diet a little bit might help too. Goes there 100%. I didn't have people go off on me. I didn't have people throw subliminal shots my way when I start talking about eating healthy. And that's how I know, like, everybody just all riled up on emotions and they not really paying attention to what's being said. When I start speaking on those things, they making it seem like that's all I'm saying. Oh, so you think all you need to do is just eat clean and that's going to protect you from, I mean, it'll help. But if you listen to me, I'm also suggesting that you do a bunch of other things. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle choice, man. Lifestyle change, lifestyle shift, paradigm shift. I'm not just telling you to eat clean. I'm telling you to think a certain way also. I'm telling you to move, because movement is also medicine. I'm telling you to meditate. Stillness is medicine. Like, I'm telling you to do all of these things. Telling you to do all these things. But again, when people get offensive or defensive, however you want to phrase it, when people get in their feelings when you suggest that eating clean may also help out in this situation, you already know you struck a nerve, because people don't have the discipline. They don't have the discipline to stop eating that trash. So they get in their feelings. They get in their feelings, man. They don't want to believe that. They don't want to believe that, man, if I just stop eating all this trash, which I know I need to do anyway, then my health will go to the next level. Like, they know that. So you striking a nerve. You striking a nerve. You striking a nerve, because they already know that if they eat clean, man, they already know that they had them feeling good, had them feeling 20 times, 100 times, 1,000,000 times better. They already know. King Ramsey for sure. The boss, you say, did I see Bill Gates TED talk from 10 years ago explaining his plan for the jab and depot? Oh yeah, yeah, I saw it. You already know. You already know I saw that. Yeah, I did a video, man, this might have been a year ago, about old Bill and the boys, man, and their depopulation agenda, man. I got a book called Population Control. Get that book. Like that book talks about that. And it precedes Bill Gates. They talk about, listen, they go back to George Bush Sr. Man, they go back. They let you know about this agenda, man. They let you know how they gonna implement that agenda. I wish I had the book in front of me so I can quote some things from it. But they done already hinted at a deadly virus hitting the people, causing a lot of deaths and whatnot in regards to their depopulation agenda. And this was something, I think somebody said this back in like the 80s or something. I think it was like the 80s. I forget who said it, but it's in that book, Population Control. So they have already let us know what was going to happen way back in the day. We just didn't, you know what I'm saying? You know, we don't like to pick up the book. You want to hide something from us, put it in the book, put it in the middle of the book, you know, so that's what they did. That's what they did. We may read the first few chapters in the book, but we're not about to go to that middle of the book, like page 150 out of 300. You know what I'm saying? That's where they put the real information at. That's when you start talking about the New World Order and things along those lines like that. When you start using that language, they want to call you a conspiracy theorist. So, like, again, like when you start utilizing that language, it spooks people out. Like, people don't be understanding what's happening, man. But these are like this stuff is real. Like, it's really literally a group of people that have a plan, have an agenda for the population, for the masses. Like, this actually exists. Like, and they sit in rooms behind closed doors and listen, they plot, plan, and strategize ways to execute the agenda. Like, this stuff literally happens. This is no myth. This is like no conspiracy. This stuff literally happens, man. Literally happens. Literally happens. There are small groups of people who are powerful financially. Small groups of people who are powerful financially that meet every so often, undisclosed locations, and they don't even use their real names. That, like, it's crazy how these meetings go down. I know one of their spots is Switzerland for sure. I know that for sure. That's one of the safe spots. So when things pop off and you start seeing a bunch of these powerful people all of a sudden going to Switzerland, something about to go crazy. Something about to go crazy. Prodigal son for sure, man. I had plenty of situations like that. Plenty of situations like that. Dean, peace, what's happening? Montel, you say, how rare is it for you to have someone open to a diet or holistic lifestyle? It's actually very rare. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Me as a personal trainer, it is actually very rare that one of my clients are fully open to making that transition. Like, they come to me for the workouts, obviously. But as far as getting them on board in regards to changing their whole lifestyle, like from a nutrition standpoint, it is very rare, actually. It is very rare. It's very rare. That conversation usually does not go well, man, because people don't be ready for it. Again, that's why I don't push that type of information on people. When they ready, then they gonna come hit me up. They gonna ask me questions. But it's rare, man. You man, listen, I've had plenty of headaches working with people, and they don't see the weight go down. They don't see, and they not doing what it is that I'm telling them to do because the discipline is not there, man. You can't teach that discipline. I can't train that discipline, man. I'm not with you when you're at home and you eating that pizza when you shouldn't be. Things along those lines, man. People just do not lack the discipline. I mean, people lack the discipline. People lack the discipline when it comes to changing their lifestyle from a nutritional standpoint. It is crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy, man. You would think more people would be open, especially knowing the angle that I'm about to be coming from, but they not, though. I can tell you, they are not. They are not. It's crazy because they'd rather go to a nutritionist or a dietitian, and that's it. The diet, or they listen to their doctor. They'll listen to everybody before they listen to me. Once they figure out what it is, like the angle that I'm about to come from. Once they hear me tell them not to eat X, Y, and Z and to eat fruits, veggies, and this, that, and the third, Then they about to listen to doctor. They about to listen to nutritionist. They about to listen to dietitian. They about to listen to anybody that's kind of semi telling them what they want to hear. That's who they gonna listen to. That's who they gonna subscribe to. But once I tell them, hey, you can't eat that, you can't eat this, lay off the cheese, lay off of this meat for a minute, they like, nah, all right, we ain't even gonna listen to him. We ain't gonna listen to him. We ain't gonna listen to him. We ain't gonna do that. It's gotta be a better way. It's gotta be an easier way. It has got to be an easier way to go about it. So they gonna listen to any and everybody else. They want to listen to that person telling, oh, it's cool to eat your Oreos. It's cool to eat your Oreos. They want to hear. They want to listen to that. All right, you can have your Oreo. You can have your snack. You can eat the trash food in moderation. You can eat trash food in moderation. You supposed to have large amount of protein at every meal. They want to listen. They want to listen to them. They want to listen to them. That's what they want to do. DeAndre, all right, you a male. Okay, cool. Yeah, glad we cleared that up because I probably definitely took that L. But you say, do you have any suggestions for cleaning the liver? Oh man, just do some fasting. Fasting, lay off of the meat, lay off of the cheese. There are certain liver cleanses that you can look up online. I think one liver cleanse that I got a book, liver and gallbladder cleanse. Matter of fact, hold up, boom, there go the book right here. Let me give you this book. Let me show you this book right here for the liver. It's glare right here, I think. Let me see if I can get this glare out here, man. It's crazy. All right, hold on. Liver and gallbladder, I read it. The liver and gallbladder miracle cleanse and all natural at-home flush to purify and rejuvenate your body. Get this book right here. Get this book right here, and I'm gonna try to find the concoction that they made in this book. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see certain things that they recommend, man. I'm gonna just give you a little bit of jewels in this joint. Let me see if I can find it here. All right, here we go. Yeah, so again, this is the liver and gallbladder cleanse, and these are some of the things that you would need in order to execute the cleanse. So 32-ounce container of apple juice, of course, organic apple juice, 4 tablespoons of Epsom salts dissolved in 3-ounce glasses of water, half a cup, 4 ounces of cold pressed virgin olive oil, 2/3 glass of fresh grapefruit juice, pink is best, or fresh lemon and orange combined, 2-pint jars, one with a lid. So these are the things that you would need. And then they give you the whole preparation, and then they give you the way to conduct the actual cleanse. So I gave you like the ingredients, and here it gives you the preparation. Now I ain't gonna read the entire preparation because I'll be reading for a minute. But it gives you the preparation, and it gives you like a schedule to follow in regards to conducting the actual cleanse. But get this book though, the Liver and Gallbladder Miracle Cleanse, an all natural at home flush to purify and rejuvenate your body. That book is crucial, man. I think I got a book for everything. Y'all name something, I think I got a book for it. Dominique, don't even get me started. To get people to like the 2 or 3 clients that I got to actually implement the art of fasting, they have all reached their weight loss, like they have all reached their goal. And I only got a few of them. The few, you know what I'm saying, the few ones that I get that food with fasting, they be hitting they go. They be hitting they go. But fasting, I be trying to tell them, fasting that's it, man. Fasting is like literally, if you have a weight loss goal, if you hit a wall in your weight loss goal, fasting is gonna get you there. Fasting is gonna get you there, man. Like literally, like you go on a day with just water, like you are not consuming any calories. How do you think you're not gonna lose weight? That is one of the age-old remedies, man. Fasting, like I'm telling you. So I'm always suggesting to people that they fast, literally. Especially if you have a weight loss goal. It's like, dude, fast. Hey, 24 hours, nothing. Just drink water. Just drink water, 24 hours. Just do that, man. But you get a lot of backlash for that, though. People think that they need to eat. They think they're going to pass out if they don't eat for 15 hours. And I tell people that all the time, too. You're going to feel worse before you feel better, especially if you're new to fasting. So that's how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to get the headache. You're supposed to feel like you're going to pass out and faint. That's how toxic that we toxic, man. We are sick people. So of course, like we gonna feel that way when you cleansing yourself. If you are terribly toxic, you are gonna feel terrible, man. You're gonna feel terrible before you feel better when you start fasting, man. But at some point, you gotta go through that. Well, they say we gotta go through hell in order to come out right. Like that's how it is. That's how it is. But if people are afraid of that, they're afraid of that headache. They're afraid of the cleansing side effects. They're afraid of it. Montel, for sure, we definitely undervalue, man. Especially when it comes to anything outside of just lifting weights and exercise. I feel like personal trainers are definitely undervalued. And I even got certified to be a nutrition coach. So like I got certified to become a nutrition, like I'm a nutrition coach. Also, I got that certification. So I'm not just a certified personal trainer. I also became a certified nutrition coach, like literally. You know what I'm saying? So like I definitely feel like we are undervalued. I definitely feel like people be sleeping on some of the stuff that I be saying from a nutrition standpoint. Like I literally got a certification for that reason, to let you know that I take this stuff seriously. You know what I'm saying? CJ, man, that's my only hope. But even still, it's like the principle of the situation, man. You shouldn't even got it, man. Should have stood with your brother, man. Prodigal son for that fasting 100%. Like water fast 100% for eczema, man. Fasting 100%. Fat water. Fruits, veggies, like and water, and then fasting. That'll definitely help with that situation. Definitely help with that situation, most definitely. The eczema, man, definitely. Fruits, veggies, water. Get that water up, man. Water is one of the best things you can have for your skin, things along those lines. So water. Get your water up, even when you're not fasting. Still drink your water. They say half your body weight in ounces, or you can drink the gallon. Sharif, man, for sure. And like I said, hey, discipline is a problem for most people, but it's all about accountability. Like when I slip up, I don't blame anybody. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, when they slip up, they just start, well, not everybody else, but a lot of people, the majority, when they slip up, they start blaming everybody. Like if I slip up, all right, man, that's my fault. Like if I had something I'm not supposed to have, I had it. I made that decision. I made that choice. Like I had it, I slipped up. Boom. It's my fault. So a lot of times I feel like that be the problem too, man. Instead of us holding ourselves accountable for making these bad decisions, we blame everybody else. Oh, it's my sister's fault that I'm eating the way that I'm eating. It's my kid's fault that I'm eating the way that I'm eating. Nah, it's your fault. So the moment that you realize everything is your fault, then that makes it easier to adapt, adjust, bounce back, all that good stuff. Once you understand that it's your fault and nobody else's. Sherwin, peace. Appreciate you for tapping in. Shakira, peace. Marcus, yeah, the body is definitely a temple. The body and mind, that's the temple. That's your temple. But again, people don't care anything about temples these days, man. Hence why they neglecting the body. They don't care anything about the body being a temple. People have no regards for the body these days. No regards for the mind these days. So again, the body is a temple to a very small percentage of the population. That philosophy, that concept applies to a very small portion of the population, the body being a temple, because the masses do not believe that in you. That's just, they don't believe that. The body is not a temple to them. Body is not a temple. The body is trash. The body is where trash goes, man. It's a trash can. That is what the body has become. A trash can. Like literally, I'm dump all this trash into my body. That's it. My body is a trash can. The average person, their body is a trash can. That's it. A trash can and a casket. Like just all just dead energy going into that body. All dead energy going into that body. So that body is a casket and a trash can. Just trash and just dead energy. Death and trash. Like don't let your body be a casket and a trash can. And that's what the average person is. The body is a trash can and it's casket. Death and just trash. And I ain't going out like that, man, because the body is supposed to be that temple, as we have said. We embrace life. Like you're supposed to supply life to the body, not that death, not trash. That's not what you're supposed to do. But Everybody else, that's what they be on, man. The majority of the people, that's what they are on. Death and trash. That's it. That's it. That's all people consume these days. Death, trash. That's it. That's literally it. That's what we embrace. 2021, we embrace death and trash. That's it. That's what people consuming out here. And again, wondering why we always sick, wondering why we feel the way that we feel, wondering why we don't have energy. Like wondering why our mind is all distorted and clogged up. Pineal gland all calcified. Like it's just all bad out here, man. All bad out here. MC, peace, what's happening? All bad out here, man. We gotta protect the body. We gotta protect the mind. And a lot of us are doing a bad job of that. We're not protecting either one. We're not protecting either one. We're not doing a good job of protecting either one, man. And we gotta do a much better job. Much better job. Much better job. Because again, people have been saying the body is a temple for centuries. This has been a long-standing philosophy and concept. But how many people actually practice this? How many people actually embrace that philosophy and put it into motion? The body being a temple. You can analyze that by paying attention to the food that they consume, the people that they have intercourse with, things along those lines. People don't view the body as a temple. People don't view the mind as a temple. They don't. They don't. People disrespect themselves on a daily basis and then expect for you to respect them. How you disrespecting yourself and expect respect from other people? Nah. Just Speech Queen, what's happening? Bradley, for sure, you already know. So we got, again, you know what I'm saying, Cam Folded, just like most of these other black male athletes. Like we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. We done had whole experiments targeting us as people. We done been used as guinea pigs. And we just signed right back up for that type of stuff, man. So at some point, man, black men, we got to start standing up, man. Like when it comes to stuff like this, we cannot be so gullible and naive. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to getting a jab, we have got to have some type of backbone. Like, man, y'all done use us as guinea pigs a million different times. Why should we believe this time is any different? How many black male athletes was on that type of vibe? Not many. Not many. People act like all these experiments back in the day that they conducted on us all of a sudden don't exist. And we were just so quick to trust it. Come on, man. These black male athletes, man, gotta do better, man. Gotta do better. They gotta do better. Gotta do better, man. Gotta do better. Oh, Marcus, I can see that. Man. Energy be off a lot of different places, man. Energy just be off. It be off in a lot of different places, man. You can just feel it instantly sometimes when you walk in the room. So we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. We gotta have principles, morals, and we all gotta be, you know what I'm saying? We gotta stand behind one another, man. It ain't happening. MC, don't get me started on like the surgeries out here, the butt injections and all that type of stuff, man. I was reading a book on vitamin B12, and it was talking about the gastric bypass surgery, and it was talking about the people that get the gastric bypass surgery, and it was talking about the side effects of that surgery in regards to the absorption of vitamin B12, and it was talking about how that surgery hinders your ability to properly absorb vitamin B12, which could lead to a vitamin B12 deficiency. And a vitamin B12 deficiency can be fatal, especially when it comes to like the mind, man. It can lead to a lot of psychological disorders. So are they disclosing this type of information to people that are getting this surgery? Or are they just conducting these surgeries? How many people that are signing up for the gastric bypass surgery or any type of weight loss surgery, how many of them know that will hinder their ability to properly absorb vitamin B12? I guarantee you not many of them know that. Guarantee you. I read that in the book, and that was like on the first page. So I'm like, wow. I was like, man, they not telling people that. People out here getting the surgery, and it's going to lead to the deficiency of a very crucial vitamin. And that can cause a lot of like mental disorders, just psychological problems. If you look up being deficient in vitamin B12 and the things that it can lead to, like, yeah, it can lead to a lot of like mental instability. But they're not telling people that. They just performing the surgery. Sharif, man, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. That's exactly what I recommend and profess. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the health, exercise, eat right, drink water, rest, meditate, do the affirmations, all that good stuff, man. Just stay positive. Oh yeah, Marcus. So they run from the truth, run straight into a lie. Shakir, you say, do you have a book on learning how to program your mind? And you're right. It's just too many people rely on the news, and there's too much of a corporate pull on people's lives. I'm not sold on a jab. So have a book on programming the mind. It's a book called Break the Habit of Being Yourself. That's a very good book on that. Break the Habit of Being Yourself, and then The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Those are two good books. Then I'm gonna give you another one. And grab this joint. Like, here go another book, Neuroscience for Dummies. Neuroscience for Dummies. So in order for you to program the mind, you need to understand like the brain structure and function. So that's why this book is important. You gonna learn how this stuff works. So that when you learn how it works, then you know how to program it. So Neuroscience for Dummies, man, get that book too. Break the Habit of Being Yourself, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, Neuroscience for Dummies. Those books right there to help you program that mind. It's other books, but those are some powerful books. Those three, you start with those three, and I guarantee you'll be on the path, man, to reprogramming that mind. Reprogramming the mind for sure. So those are three good books, man. Those are three good books pertaining to that subject matter, man. Oh yeah, for sure, Terenzo. I ain't even got I got a few books on NLP, man, but I ain't got them on me right now. I got them in boxes, but I got a few of those books as well. I'm trying to see if I see. I don't think I got any in front of me. Nope. Yeah, I ain't got any in front of me. But definitely, man, neuroscience is definitely crazy, man, when you really start to get deep into the functioning of the brain. Deep into the functioning of the brain, man. It's deep into it. It's a little bit, you know what I'm saying, scientific and whatnot, man. So it might be hard to understand at first, but just read a few times. But Shonda, Peach Queen, what's happening? But yeah, reprogramming the mind, it ain't nothing to it. Yeah, it ain't nothing to it at all. Like literally, it's nothing to reprogramming that mind or just programming the mind in general. There's nothing to it. You know, they got a bunch of theories out here on how long it takes to break bad habits and things like that, man. Like, you can break the bad habit the moment you want to break the bad habit. People, it take 21 days to listen. I have formed better habits in one day. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how bad you want to make that change. It's all about how bad you want to form that better habit. As soon as you buy into something like that, then like you already doomed. If you think it take 21 days to form a better habit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Look, you can form that better habit in 2 days. Again, paradigm shift. Paradigm shift, man. You gotta change that perspective, man. You gotta change the perception. Like, that's the key. So I don't listen to people when they tell, man, they say it take 21 days to do this, or they say it take 96 days to. I don't care what they say. If I want to form a better habit, I'm gonna do it when I'm doing it. And it ain't gonna take me 21 days. I'm gonna wake up one day, I say, look, I'm done doing this. I'm gonna be done. Like, that's how powerful my mind is at this particular point, man. That's how powerful everybody's mind is, man. You just gotta know about that power. You gotta trust in yourself. You gotta trust yourself. I'm trying to see if I got any other books, man, in front of me pertaining to the subject matter, man. Y'all know I like to bring all the books to the mix when somebody asks me a question about books, man, because I got a lot of books on just the mind. I don't see any more in front of me other than like some philosophy books and whatnot. Let me see, man. Let me see if I see some joints at the bottom of this thing. Nah, that's about all I got for you right now. Yeah, that's about all we got, man. But I be reading a lot about the mind. Reading a lot about it. Just studying psychology, just all that type of stuff. Psychology, philosophy, neuroscience, man. You gotta study it all. Study it all because it's all connected at the end of the day. It's all connected, man. Everything is connected. That's why we study life, man. Just study everything in life. It's all connected. You can take a lesson from any and everything. Again, that's why I be reading a bunch of things, man. That's why I read a bunch of different things that seem to not be connected. And then you can connect those dots, you know. So it's powerful. Powerful. It's powerful. Like right now, I'm reading a book. I'm rereading a book. I'm kind of finishing it up. I read about half of it. Then I got off track. So now I'm just finishing it up. Dissolving Illusions. And y'all know what that book is about. I brought that book up several times. That book is about the jab and all that type of stuff, man. Just the history of it. So Dissolving Illusions is the book that I'm currently tapping into right now, just finishing it up. Because like I said, I read it a little bit, got halfway through it, kind of put it back, got about it now. I'm just going back to it. And I'm about to finish it up. So Dissolving Illusions is what we tapping into now. I recommend getting that book before they make it illegal to read that joint. And for all the people that say something about science and doctors and whatnot, that book was written by two people. One of them is a doctor. So Dissolving Illusions is one of those books that during these times, eventually they might end up banning that joint. So I'm glad I got my copy of it. But Dissolving Illusions, man, get that book, look that book up on Amazon, grab that joint, and rock with it. Rock with it. That book will explain a lot of what's going on right now. It will explain the long-term ramifications behind what's going on right now. It explains it. It dispels a lot of myths and whatnot, man. So that book is definitely powerful, man. Book is definitely powerful. I definitely recommend that book, like I said, before they ban that joint, because that's coming soon. That's coming soon. That book gonna be off limits in probably a year or two from now. Yeah, Terenzo, that Quantum Creativity. I read that book some years ago. I read a few books by that author, man. I got some of them. I don't know where they at though, but I read a few books by that author. Dean, for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. Until you start putting that pressure on them, man. That's how they do it. When you put that pressure on them, then now it's a problem. But then they'll brag about you to other people. They'll brag about you to other people, man. They'll do that. They'll brag about you to other people, man. But then when you start giving them the game and things that they need to do, when you start telling them what they need to do, now they got a problem with you. Now they got a problem. Or they just not gonna listen. So that's how they do it. That's how family gets down, unfortunately. Which is why you can't really stress yourself out, man, dealing with the family. I ain't even got time for it, man. That's a headache that I no longer deal with anymore. I don't even entertain those headaches anymore, man. I don't try to get my family on anything. Sorry. I just don't even care. Like, I don't try to get them on anything. Like, if I come across some groundbreaking health information, I'm not trying to get anybody on anything except for the people that come and ask me. Because I ain't been there, done that. I ain't stressed myself out enough doing that, trying to put people on. And it's like a waste of time. Waste of big time, man. There's plenty of people that want to hear what you got to say. But we waste all this time on people that don't want to hear what we got to say. So I don't even do it anymore. I don't even do it. They know what type of stuff you be on, Dean. Just like they know what type of stuff I be on, man. When they have questions, they know good and well who to ask. If they got questions pertaining to health, they know exactly who to ask. I literally do this for a living. So, they know exactly who to ask. They know exactly who to ask. So I'm not forcing anything. They know what I be on over here. They know what I be reading. They know what I be studying. They know the type of life that I live. So I ain't got to keep presenting information to them. They already know it. They already know it. Clocks in. They ain't even see that joint. Yeah, reacts for sure. Stand in yourself. That's how I do it. Like I say, man, I stay with the studying, always researching, always reading. And again, like I said, I get on here, talk my talk, and then the people that want to hear what I got to say in the physical, they come and ask me. And when those people ask me, then there you go. I'm going to give you some answers based off of what I know to the best of my abilities. That's how I rock and roll. No longer signing up for, like, you know what I'm saying, signing up for that failure. Like, all right, that disappointment, I should say. I'm gonna present this information to you, then you're not gonna implement the information, and then I'm frustrated, I'm disappointed. I ain't signing up for that type of stuff no more, man. I ain't signing up for that. Why would I? I ain't signing up for that at all, man. Like that's ridiculous, man. To sign up for that disappointment. Again, you just gotta let people take the route that they want to take. Because people gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day, man. You can't stop it. Can't stop them, man. They gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. That's just how it is. That's how it's gonna be. So I'm not trying to tell you otherwise. I'm not trying to convince you otherwise, man. You done already heard what I had to say. You see how I'm living. You see how I'm living is benefiting my life. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get on board, you know who the cons at. That's what I tell them. But y'all, man, with that being said, man, I didn't did my hour. I ain't really want to go too crazy on this joint. I got the point across. Cam Newton, man, we kind of disappointed in the kid. This was a perfect time for that black unity amongst athletes. You could have stood behind brother Kyrie. Stephen A. Smith is a cornball. I don't want to have anything to do with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith should be canceled amongst black people. That dude is just trash, man. Stephen A. Smith is a corny dude, man. He's a Sambo at his finest. He's a house Negro. Like, that dude is trash. He do whatever master say do. He is a puppet. He's whitewashed. Like, he is definitely controlled. He is just weak. You know what I'm saying? He is weak. He is what's wrong with black men and things along those lines, man. Terrible, man. So that dude right there is canceled. Like, I won't throw any support that man's way. But with all of that being said, man, like, I appreciate all y'all tapping in, man, to this particular stream, man. I got to make moves, get back to the studying and chilling and all that type of good stuff, man. So again, if you just now tapping in, rewind this joint, man. People be sending me messages about training and all that good stuff, man. I'm always getting messages, man, and whatnot, man. I be getting distracted. You know what I'm saying? That could be money and whatnot. But with that being said, man, I'm out. Y'all enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'm probably not going to tap in with y'all tomorrow. Possibly Monday, if not Monday, definitely Tuesday, man. So y'all enjoy the rest of the weekend, man. Y'all be healthy out here. Be peaceful. Listen to some good music, man. Eat some good food. Get y'all some rest. Drink your water. Do some meditation, affirmations, all that type of stuff. I'm out, though, y'all. Peace.